Oh, Carmel was great to grow up in. And actually, I lived in Carmel Valley for a while. And one of my fondest memories starting out in Carmel Valley was Carmel Valley Little League. That was the best time of my life. And then my family moved into Carmel, and we lived there. I went to Carmel Middle School, Carmel High. I have 2 French bulldogs, 1 boy and 1 girl. The boy's name is Chambéry, and the girl's name is Brie. So I had to name, north and south of France. And they're wonderful dogs, wonderful, wonderful breed, and they're homebodies as well. With the exception of liking to go to the beach, they love to just eat, sleep, eat, sleep. Performing arts encompasses the musical theater. From there, I got into acting and training, and signed with my first agent in middle school when I was about 13. And you do commercials, you do music videos, industrial, short films, that kind of thing. And I realized I really liked being on set. And so I spent a lot of time in front of the camera, just kind of honing those skills. And then, I think in the entertainment industry, if you're looking at longevity, you need to diversify your skill set. And so I started becoming really interested in the production end of things, like being executive producer. I mean, that's a very vast job on the set. It's a small word, but producers, they tie it all together, bring it all together, bring everybody together. But there really is nothing like live performance. So I still love to perform before a live crowd, a live audience. I still do national anthems for pro games or endurance sports or local programs. I still in the music production sector as well. I got into triathlon a couple years ago, and I think people look at the runners that are running half marathons and marathons or even ultra marathons beyond the 26.2 mile distance, and they see triathlons and they think we're crazy. And I think a good part of us, a good group, a percentage of us, I mean, we are crazy for doing 3 sports because 1 is not enough. So it was something that I found that offered a challenge for me as an adult. I've always been athletic, and I think as you get older, you find that there are less forums for you to compete in. So it's a really great athletic endeavor to participate in, and it's difficult.
Growing up, singing was a true passion for Jodi. She explored this passion by forming a band called Essex. Not only is she an accomplished singer, she's also a pilot. Acquiring her pilot's license was a huge accomplishment and something she worked hard for. When she's not singing or flying, Jodi finds herself on the golf course where she focuses on lowering her score and enjoying the fresh outdoors. However, nothing could have prepared Jodi for what life threw at her next.
It was my 25th birthday, just after my 25th birthday actually, and I was diagnosed with lymphoma at the time. And this was actually the 4th doctor that I had visited that finally diagnosed me correctly. I'd been to 3 other doctors, 3 other physicians, and it had been misdiagnosed. Nobody could really figure out what it was, and they gave me kind of every excuse, every diagnosis under the sun except cancer. So at one point, when I lived in Napa, I went to a physician there and a general surgeon, and I said, take the lumps out that I found. I know there's a certain order and protocol to removing these things, but let's do a biopsy. Let's just get it done, get them out. So I went in for surgery the next morning at 6 a.m. and they removed all of the lumps and the tissue that they could find, that the surgeon can find. I was in treatment for about a year, and you're typically considered in remission after a 5-year period. So for my 30th birthday, I celebrated celebrating my dirty 30, but also I was cancer-free at that point, so it's been 5 years. Oh geez, one word to describe me: fearless. Fearless is the word. I think that's the best way to approach life. Anything you do in life, anyone you meet in life, you need to be fearless. You're gonna have bumps in the road, you're gonna have adversity, you're gonna have obstruction, you're gonna have that sturdy brick wall even, but you have to find a way to get over it, get under it, get around it, get through it. And the only way you can do that is being fearless. Take that risk, always take a risk. I'm a total risk taker. I know you can fail, anyone can fail and you're gonna fail, but that's how you get up and get better and just keep on moving.